Hey everybody, today we're going to build a very simple Web3 dashboard using Cursor. So if you haven't already checked it out, we have a bunch of cool new guides here in the Build with AI section. And we're going to see how fast we can get up and running with a very basic Web3 dashboard. This is useful across a lot of apps and potential ideas that you may want to build out. And we're just going to show you how easy it is to get up and running using Alchemy and using some of the cool AI-powered IDEs. So let's just jump into it. We're gonna go ahead and copy this prompt, and we have a terminal set up here. Just gonna copy this into it. We're gonna call it my Web3 dashboard. This might take a minute to install everything down. All right, so we have the my Web3 dashboard. Remember to CD into it, and we can clear, keep a nice terminal here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna use Cursor Chat to create this application from scratch. So again, just kind of following the directions here and speaking out loud as I'm rolling through this. I'm going to do code dot to open up Cursor. We are open to Cursor in the My Web3 dashboard app. Again, this is a boilerplate Next.js app at this point. And what we're going to do is paste the following one-shot prompt in and press enter. So we're really excited about this concept of the one-shot prompt. We basically tinker back and forth a little bit with Cursor and try to develop a prompt that encompasses everything that we think is very useful out of the box. So we're just going to copy this. And again, we're trying to set this Web3 dashboard up out of the box as quick as possible. So let's do this. Let's go back to Cursor, paste the one-shot prompt. The cool thing is as Cursor reads this and does this, it sets up a to-do list, tells you what it's doing at any time, crosses things off. And one thing that will come up, I've said this in other videos, is Cursor will ask you permission to run certain terminal commands, like basic ones like cd and make dir. So I usually like to allow list them, especially when it's like just something quick and it can kind of be a little bit of a quicker process. So you'll notice here, just reading off the to-do list, something that the one-shot prompt does is it verifies the type of project that it's in, right? Because there can be a lot of stacks being used, and the cool thing about the one-shot prompt, it's very flexible, so it can work in a Next.js project or in any other type of project. It then creates a .env.example, does some other cool security things like keeping the git ignore updated. It creates a JSON-RPC proxy route for Alchemy API calls, which is something that we do here. This is something very, very cool that we are very excited about, which is basically keeping all of the Alchemy related calls in the backend and the server side of things, so as to keep your Alchemy API key secure. You know, it's an API key, so you should always keep it as safe as possible. So it's a great developer practice. So it's doing that. It's then creating a specific route for the token balances endpoint and a couple of utilities, as well as just going ahead and creating the page. So the setup is complete. It gives you kind of like a what it did type checklist, and you can follow along. And it also gives you key features and next steps. So what we want to do as a next step is copy the .env.example to a .env.local, which we can do that right now. .env.local. We'll copy the .env example in there. And then we also want to add our Alchemy API key into here. So I'll go do that right now. All right, so I added the Alchemy API key to the .env.local. Remember, that's the important one. And now we're going to go ahead and run npm run dev. Start off at localhost. We just copy pasted one prompt. We copy pasted some Alchemy API keys. Let's see what we have now. We have a pretty minimal, well-styled My Web3 dashboard. All token balances on Ethereum mainnet, precise balances with big int math, USD prices shown when available. Okay, cool. Now I have a random wallet address that we're going to use to test this. Let's load the balances. And boom, we have a working My Web3 dashboard right out of the gate. We just copy pasted one Cursor prompt, updated the Alchemy API key in the .env local, and we're off to the races. We have a lot of cool utilities right at the gate. Do check this section out. We'll keep adding more guides. Thank you so much.